Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Good morning, everybody. How are you today? In this lesson, we are going to study Unit 7, Lesson 7. We are going to practice speaking and writing. So please prepare a notebook in front of you and your student's book. You are going to write some notes, you are going to write some sentences, and then you are going to write a paragraph, or at the end, you are going to write an essay. Okay, so our lesson is on page 60. We've got some new vocabulary. Let's learn them. The first one, consume, 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 to use up a resource. You can consume food, you can consume electricity or energy. So consume, it means to use up. We consume too much electricity during the summer, so we should save energy. Electronic device, electronic device. And operating with the aid of small components that control an electric current. We have many electronic devices at home that can help us, like TV, like internet, like television, etc. These are electronic devices make our life easier and comfortable. A television camera is an electronic device for recording moving images. If you want to buy any electronic device, you can go to Al-Ghanim or Eureka to buy there. Electronics. Electronics, the branch of technology concerned with the design of circuits using transistors. Electronics is a study, the branch of technology. Advances in electronics mean that technology is already available. You can go to Al-Ghanim Electronics to buy what you need. Portable, portable, easily carried. Portable, you've got a portable mobile, a portable radio, a portable torch or light. We take portable lights when we go camping in the desert. Rank, rank, it can be a verb or a noun. Rank, to give a place within a grading system based on quality. So rank is used here as a verb. Rank, I ranked the books according to their publishing date. The word rank was repeated in the workbook. Do you remember? Kuwait was ranked the second in the Middle East Freedom of Press Index. Rank means to rearrange, reorder, organize. Now, choose the correct answer between brackets. Number one. Kareem Ahmed.
Suffering the net will space your time.
Surfing.
Surfing the net will space your time. It's better to read a book. Consume.
Again, consume. Yes, consume, use up. The noun is consumption, consumption, consume, consumption, consumer. You are the consumer. You consume your time. Thank you. Number two. Yusuf Mahmoud Shahata.
I can't see the next question. Okay.
Okay.
Messi is currently space as the best player in the world. Messi is currently ranked as the best player in the world.
Yes. Thank you. You can say Muhammad Salah is currently ranked as the best player in the world. Okay. Now, before moving to the next exercise, let's have a short quiz. Are you ready? I'm going to send you, as usual, a link through the chat box or through the channel, and then you press and answer the following question as quickly as possible. Okay, ready? Here, you've got a question. I'm going to send here the link, and then you are going to answer it. What is your favorite social media application? Muhammad Osama, YouTube. Good. Done. Yes. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc. Facebook. Ali Walid. Good. Instagram. Omar. Okay. Facebook. Spotify or Spotify. Facebook. Facebook or Facebook. You have a spelling mistake here. Be careful. So you have written some examples for your favorite social media application. Okay. Now, when we started studying Unit 7, we have read an article about the history of broadcasting. This article was talking about what people used to send, what did people use for sending messages. First, they used telegraph wires, then they invented the radio waves, or they invented the radio, the television, and we've read some information about the radio and TV in Kuwait. So this is a short history of broadcasting. From this article, you are going to write some ideas in this table on your student's book, page number 57. Complete this table with ideas from the text on page 57 about the radio in general all over the world, and the radio in Kuwait, the TV in general, the TV in Kuwait. You've got 2 minutes to write about what you've learned from the article about radio, the radio in Kuwait, and in general. Be ready and write some of your ideas. Let's listen to Muhammad Majdi. Yes.
Radio in general. Radio signal dispatched to anywhere. And it broadcast entertainment program. Radio in Kuwait has 4 channels only in the past.
Yes, 4 stations, you mean? Radio stations.
4 stations.
Yes. Thank you. Okay, let's see the next one. Okay, Faris.
Radio in general was large in cases and heavy to lift.
Yes.
It began in Kuwait in 1951 in four programs.
In 4 foreign languages. You mean in 4 foreign languages?
Yes.
Foreign, not Arabic here. What about the TV?
It invented in 1926.
Yes.
By Bird were very expensive. It were very expensive. It was black and white screens.
Yes.
uh,
Was the screen big or small?
big. لا small
No.
معلش أستاذ. No,
It had a small
small
screen.
small.
Yes. Yes.
It began in 1957. بس كده يا أستاذ.
Where? It began in 1957 in Kuwait or in the world?
In the world. In Kuwait.
In Kuwait. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Ziad Hatim,
The radio or the TV?
as you like. Yeah.
The radio in general was transmitted radio signals. They were in the both large and heavy, but nowadays it became much smaller.
After the invention of transistors.
Yes, in Kuwait began in 1951, and it was there was 4 foreign languages, and there were only 2 or 3 or 4, I think, stations.
Radio stations. Yeah.
The TV was invented in 1926. In the past they were very expensive and in black and white.
Yes.
In Kuwait it began in 1957.
Yes. Who has got the supervision of the media here in Kuwait?
The Ministry of Information.
Very good. Yes. What do you know about the policy of the media in Kuwait?
There were mutual cooperation and respect.
Yes. Good. It was based on a flexible policy, and it
For the
emphasizes.
flexible
Yes.
policy, it is based on mutual cooperation and respect for the affairs of other countries.
Very good. Thank you, Ziad. Mohammed Maher.
The radio in the bus wasn't right nowadays. Nowadays we have a transistor. Radio in the bus was so heavy and but in large cases. It just have 4 stations in Kuwait. It was so boring in the bus to listen to the radio, not like nowadays. There are thousands and thousands from stations nowadays.
Yes. Very good. Thank you, Mohammed Maher. Now, let's read some of your ideas you've just suggested here. The first one. So, the transmitted radio signals here. The radio transmitted radio signals all over the world. And the radio sets were large. They were in large wooden cases, and they were heavy to lift. And after the invention of transistors, it became much smaller. In Kuwait, the radio began in 1951, and most broadcasts or most radio programs were in 4 foreign languages so that people can understand and learn about the news, what is happening inside and outside Kuwait. The TV was invented in 1926 by John Logie Bird, and TV sets were very expensive at the beginning. They show or they broadcast black and white pictures, and after the invention of colors, so they used to broadcast colored television or colored programs. In Kuwait, TV began in 1957, and it was under supervision of the Ministry of Information, as Ziad said, and it has a flexible policy that is based on mutual cooperation and respect for the affairs of other countries. Again, let's add more information about the radio and TV in Kuwait and in general. Here, the radio waves were discovered in 1881 by Marconi, and the TV or the radio was very large, but now it gets smaller after the use of transistors. In Kuwait, the first transmission was in 1951, and Kuwait's radio offers daily informative programs in 4 foreign languages. The TV, the first TV system developed in 1926 by John Logie Bird, and it has a lot nowadays has a lot of channels because of what satellites and TV cable systems. The TV began transmitting in Kuwait in 1957, and in 1997 it had 13 TV channels or stations. Okay. Now let's move to the next exercise here. Use some of your ideas you found in the article. Write an essay of 170 to 200 words in which you discuss the advantages and disadvantages of radio, comparing and contrasting them with those of television. So this is a new kind of report you are going to write in the second term. You are going to write an argumentative report. An argumentative report, you are going to discuss two ideas. Some people are for, some people are against. You are going to mention the advantages and disadvantages of radio or TV, etc. Now, I'll give you enough time to write some of the advantages of the radio and some of the advantages of the TV in general. What are the advantages and disadvantages of the radio and television? Please have enough time. Write some notes on your in your notebook. Okay, I'm waiting for you. Have you finished writing that, Kareem? Write, please.
Yes, teacher.
Write in your notebook.
Yes, teacher.
Have you finished writing?
No, no.
No, you should write, please. Start writing now before
Okay.
speaking. Muhammad Ali, have you written something?
Yes,
Okay, go on, Muhammad Ali.
you can advantages. You can watch and listen news in the same time.
Which kind of electronic devices here are you talking about?
TV.
Yes, the
television.
TV has some advantages, like what? You
Like
can
you
watch
can watch and listen
Listen to-
news in the same time.
at the same time. Yeah. What else?
That's
So you have written just one advantage of the
disadvantage.
yes.
I write one.
Yes.
It might damage your eyes and waste your time.
The TV, yes, watching TV for a long time might damage your eyes and waste your time. Good. Thank you, Muhammad Ali. Okay, let's listen to Yusuf Atiyah.
Yes, teacher. I'm going to talk about advantages of radio.
Yeah.
Radio is much more portable than television, and
Yes.
allows the listener to carry on listening while on the move.
Yes. So it's portable. You can carry it to wherever
Carry
you
it.
want or wherever you go. So you can watch you in any place, maybe while driving your car or sitting on the beach. Yeah, good.
Yes, that's it.
Okay, thank you. So we've added a good point, Yusuf Atiyah. Thank you. Let's listen to Kareem Ahmed. Yes.
I will talk about television. It has many advantages. He has several channels, and you can watch it in the time you want, and
Yes.
the
So
and the
it has
disadvantage
different types of channels. Yeah.
and disadvantage it can waste your time and waste and it can waste your time and
It's bad for your eyes.
but your eyes. That is
Yeah.
all.
Good. Thank you. Mohammed Majdi.
I will talk about television advantages and
Yeah.
disadvantages. Advantages: it develops imagination and teaches teens about family valuable. Helps teens to know their social roles.
Very good.
And disadvantages: it causes negatively and oppositely. It promotes thinking errors.
Yes. And inactivity. Yes.
Missing
Some young people like having meals or fast food while watching TV. So it causes inactivity and laziness, obesity. Good, Muhammad Majdi. Yes.
missing the real world experience.
You can.
Missing the real
Yes. This is one of the disadvantages. You miss communication with your family.
experience.
Yes. Good. And you don't have, or you miss your parents' experience. Good. Thank you, Muhammad. Faris Yasser.
I will talk about the radio. It make advantage. It make our mind work and promotes our imagination.
Good.
Disadvantage. Most listeners are doing something else while listening.
Good. Yeah.
بس كده.
Thank you. Muhammad Maher. Yes.
Yes, teacher. I'm going to talk about the radio, the advantages and the disadvantages. From my point of view, the radios isn't the great invention from nowadays. This this is a machine to waste the time. But radios in the bus was a basic set in your home, in your car, because it tra- transmit the news. But early radios was so bad because it was in large cases. It's heavy to lift. It has a limited program. But nowadays, that was our light. You can carry it. It has different stations to listen. But from my point of view, I said that it is not important to have a radio.
Yes. Thank you so much, Muhammad Maher. Muhammad Ahmed.
I'll talk about TV. It has a lot of advantages like to know the latest news, to watch movies, to have fun, to know the culture of other countries. But also it has
Yes.
disadvantages like it's bad for eyes, it wastes time, and it may cause obesity.
Very good. Thank you, Muhammad. I'll give you some more ideas about the advantages and disadvantages of the radio and TV. Here, this table here tells us some information about the advantages and disadvantages of the radio. It makes our mind work and promotes our imagination, as your friend said. So, listening to the radio makes our mind work and promotes, encourages our imagination. It has become very small and portable as well, so it's easy to carry now. As Muhammad said, you can carry it wherever you want, as you said. Advertisements on the radio cost less than on TV. If you are going to make an advertisement on the radio, it's cheaper than having an advertisement on TV. So this is one of the advantages. You didn't mention this. It is a universal medium. Medium is the singular for media. It is a universal medium, so it's all over the world. It's global, it's worldwide. That can be enjoyed at home, at work, and while driving your car. The disadvantage is the radio is a background medium. Background medium, most listeners are doing something else while listening, as your friend said. So you can do many things while listening to the radio, so you don't concentrate. Ads or you have to work hard to be listened and understood. Most people are not good listeners, but completely attracted to motion pictures. So most people prefer watching TV rather than listening to the radio because they are not good listeners. They like to watch movies or motion pictures. Some radio programs cannot arouse people's interests and feelings. So some people get bored when they listen to the radio. So some programs are not interesting. Let's move to the advantages and disadvantages of the television. Television helps us learn about our other cultures. You can learn about other cultures, their customs and traditions. If you are going to listen to or watch about programs from different countries, so it's a source of entertainment. You can enjoy your free time by watching your favorite program. It gives appropriate information and knowledge in different fields. It depends on the age-appropriate programs. It is described as a teaching aid. Teaching aid means you can watch educational programs that can help us with studying various subjects. If you want to improve your language, you can watch language programs, or if you want to study hard for school subjects like physics, math, etc., you can watch educational programs to help you revise your lessons. The disadvantages, there is too much violence on TV. So some television programs can teach children, especially young people, aggression and aggressive behaviors. It encourages negative or destructive thinking patterns. It wastes time and promotes inactivity. Some young people like having fast food or having meals while watching TV. So it causes, as Muhammad said, it causes inactivity and obesity. It sometimes glorifies certain ordinary issues and publishes detrimental messages. So some programs can make heroes out of ordinary people. Okay. Now, let's move to the third point. Write a brief history of a radio station you listen to. You are going to choose one of the radio stations you listen to. Use the information on the previous pages to help you here. For example, ask yourself, what's your favorite radio station? Is it BBC? Is it VOA? Is it Kuwait FM or Marina, etc.? You have to choose the name of the radio station and write a brief history about this radio station. You can surf the net now to get some information about what? About your favorite radio station. You start saying like this. My favorite radio station is the BBC from London. The first transmission of the BBC was in. So you have to mention facts. You have to mention dates, what programs they broadcast on this station, and talk about your favorite radio program. Talk about your favorite radio presenter. Mention the name, what programs you like to watch, and the time of the day you like to listen to the programs. Okay, I'll give you 2 minutes to surf the net and get more information about your favorite radio station. Do you listen to the radio? When, where, and what's your favorite radio station, the program, that radio presenter? Write a brief history about this radio station you listen to. Please surf the net and get more information. Practice writing, practice searching for information. Let's listen to Muhammad Osama.
teacher. The FCC
Yes.
has released new number show 3.376 total listened broadcast outlet AM, FM, TV in the United States.
Yes. Do you listen to it?
Yes.
When and where? What's your favorite radio programs?
In internet, in Facebook,
Yeah.
I watch it.
You watch or listen?
Listen.
So you are talking about radio station, not TV channels. Okay. When was it broadcast, or when did it began transmitting programs? What's your favorite radio program? You like listening to the news?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Muhammad Maher?
Yes, my favorite radio presenter is Ahmed Yunus. He is Egyptian one, told stories, first stories exactly. He has a lot of characters. He tried to body it. My favorite character. He said his stories is. He called Nader Fuda. I'm like this person because he told very impressive and enthusiastic stories. I'm love him, and I want to be like him.
So Muhammad Maher, you talked about the radio presenter. You have to talk first about which radio station do you prefer, and then move to the radio presenter.
Don't
You don't know where he works?
Yes, I know in Egypt and one of radio presenter, but he put it on YouTube.
Okay, you can watch or listen to him on YouTube. Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Aziyad Hatim?
I wrote an essay about the last question.
Yeah.
The advantages and disadvantages.
Yeah.
Can I say it?
Yes, I'm listening to you.
Okay. The radio is the technology of signaling and communicating using radio waves. That radio waves are electromagnetic waves. On the other side, the TV is a telecommunication used for transmitting moving images in black and white or color with sound. There are many advantages and disadvantages for both of them. The advantages for the radio that it makes our mind work and promote our imagination. Also, it has become very small, so you can take it with you everywhere. The TV also have advantages, like it helps us to know about other cultures, and it also a source of entertainment. But also they have disadvantages, like they can waste our time, and the TV can encourage negative thoughts, but the radio can become boring sometimes.
Excellent, Ziad. Thank you so much. So you have collected all the information we mentioned in the tables and your friends. Excellent. Yusuf Sayed?
I would say my favorite radio station.
Your voice is not clear. You should speak up, Yusuf.
Hello?
Go on, Yusuf.
My voice is clear?
Yeah, okay.
I will say my favorite radio station.
Yes.
My favorite radio station is the Kairos broadcast of Quran in Egypt.
So you listen to the Holy Quran from Egypt?
From Egypt.
Yeah, good.
It begins in
Began.
29. It began in 29 March 1964.
1964. Before I was born. I was born in 1969. Yes, good.
It's a station for broadcasting religious information and
Program. Yes.
and broadcasts Quran readers like Abdul Basit Abdul Samad.
So this is your favorite reader?
Yeah.
Good. Is that all?
That's all.
Thank you, Yusuf. Excellent. Okay, let's move to the fourth point here. Think and speak. You've got here 3 questions to discuss. Do you think we have too many radio stations and TV channels to choose from? Yes or no? Hands up. And second one, what do you like to watch on TV? What do you like to watch on TV? C, how do you think the internet has affected how we consume radio and TV? Do you think that the internet has a good effect or a bad effect on how we use up our radio and TV? Do you think that we use the internet more than the radio and TV? How? Let's listen to Muhammad Saleh first. First question, Muhammad Saleh. Do you think we have too many radio stations and TV channels?
Yes, teacher.
Why?
No, teacher.
Why do we have too many radio stations and TV channels to choose from now? What do you think?
Because there's too many kind of
Yes,
reason.
because after the invention of satellite, we have different radio stations and TV channels from many countries or from all over the world. Okay, thank you so much. Muaz Muhammad, what do you like to watch on TV?
I like to watch TV program.
Like what?
Like the news.
The news. Yes.
Yes.
When do you watch? When do you watch the news? What time?
At night, because
At night.
it contain a lot of news that happen in the day.
That happened daily. Yeah. Why do you like to watch? Why do you like to watch the news?
To know what happened in the world.
Yes, good. Thank you, Muad. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
The third question, how do you think the internet has affected how we consume radio and TV? Jubran.
I think the internet made us consume radio and TV less because it made it easier to just watch a TV show or listen to radio station whenever we want and wherever we were.
And you can choose what to listen to or what to watch on the internet. You've got the choice.
And you've got the choice to choose whatever you want to watch or listen to whenever you want.
Excellent. Thank you, Jubran. So the first question, I think we have too many radio stations and TV channels to choose from after the invention of satellites. I like to watch educational programs or the news, movies, football matches, etc. I think the internet has affected how we consume radio and TV badly. It means more people are using the internet instead of listening to radios and watching television to get information and know the latest news. So you can get more information and know the latest news by the or via the internet. Thank you. Now, Steve Allen was a radio presenter. He was a famous one. You will know more information later now about him. And he said a quote, it's very famous. He said, radio is the theater of the mind. Radio is the theater of the mind. What does he mean? What do you understand from this quote? Radio is the theater of the mind. Muhammad Mahmoud. محمد محمود على التواب جاد.
Yes, teacher.
Yes. What do you understand from this quote? Radio is the theater's mind.
الراديو يعني looks like movie on the mind or
Yes. So it can promote imagination. It can promote imagination. It helps you to think. It helps you to. It improves your imagination.
improve your ability or skill.
Okay, good. Yusuf, Sayed.
Means that when the person listen to the radio, like news program, news or stories, the mind thinks every scene that happens.
Yes, good.
What the presenter saying.
Thank you, Muhammad Majdi.
It means radio is the wide in the mind.
It looks like what a theater. مسرح. It looks like a theater. Thank you, Ziad.
Because you just listen to the radio, so you imagine what's happening in your mind.
Very good, Karim.
Because the radio requires the listener to imagine the news and everything he listens.
Very good, Ahmed Haidar.
That you can have some kind of imagination in your mind while hearing the radio. Like when you hear a story, you can create some imaginary vision while listening to it.
Thank you. Here, let's have more answers about these questions again. Here, the first one. Radio is a theater of the mind. This is Steve Allen. This is a photo of Steve Allen. What do you know about Steve Allen? Steve Allen, he was born in 1921 and died in 2000. He was a famous broadcaster who began his career acting in radio productions. He later became famous for hosting entertainment shows on television. As the quote means that radio entertains our minds by making us create images in our minds. So the radio help us to create images in our minds, which is the radio expressed by words. And thus, a theater of images and stories is created in our mind as if it was a play. So, the radio creates or helps us to create images in our minds, which is the radio expressed by words. And thus, a theater of images and stories is created in our mind as if it was a play, as if it was a movie, a film. Radio is a theater of the mind. Do you agree or disagree? And why? Yes, I agree. Because radio has many advantages, like radio provides people with information on the latest events reaching people. It's one of the most reliable sources for forming public opinion. It becomes the most important channel of communication. I think the first answer is better than this one. The first one. Do you think we have too many radio stations and TV channels to choose from? Let's listen to your friend who's going to read these answers. Omar. Yes, Omar Mahmoud. Can you read the answer, please?
Actually, we have many radio stations, but not as many as the innumerable TV channels. We should decide to choose what benefits and entertains us within the limit of morals.
The morals. Very good. Thank you, Omar. Second question. What do you like to watch on TV? Ali Walid.
نعم أستاذ.
Please answer, please.
I like watching the take show programs,
Talk show.
movies.
Talk show.
Talk show programs, movies, and matches, and
Edutainment.
entertainment programs.
Edutainment programs. Programs which involve entertainment and education at the same time. Thank you. Third question. Let's listen to your friend. Let's see. Yusuf Muhammad Muhi. Yes. How do you think the internet has affected how we consume radio and TV? Yusuf Muhammad Muhi. Omar Walid.
The internet affected the way we consume radio and TV greatly because it have different sources of information. It is also selective, as you can see, and catch what appeals to you at any time. It enables you to keep in touch with your relatives and friends.
Excellent. Thank you, Omar. I'm going to stop recording here. Thank you so much. Until we meet again next week. Have